Whether you're buying a home for the first time or interested in refinancing, Ideal Lending Solutions' goal is to help you get optimum rates and loan terms while providing excellent 5-star service. Ideal Lending Solutions. Check them out online at affordthedream.com.
Ideal Lending Solutions is an equal housing lender. NMLS 237341. A division of American Financial Network. Florida license MLD 891. Not all applicants will qualify.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and snacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Hola, ¿qué pasa? Welcome, bienvenido a la KVJ Show.
Hola, gringos.
Yes.
Oh, you're showing off
¿Qué
over
pasa?
A little Cinco de Mayo today.
Kevin's showing off.
Well, the men should be able to have a little bit of a Hispanic conversation because you've been all up in the Spanish lessons.
Yeah, trying to learn it after being married to a Mexicana like 20 plus years. So eventually things start to rub off even on the whitest of gringos. So there you go.
Nice.
Does she speak it?
She understands a good bit of it. But yeah, she doesn't really converse too often, much to the discouragement of her 100% Mexican father.
Aww.
But she'd be able to listen to someone's conversation and get the gist of it?
Yeah. She spent a couple years living down there. She was in El Paso for a while, went to high school, a little bit of college down there. So, yeah, so she, has been inundated with it, and she has a lot of family still in Mexico. So, and they're all kind of down there in that border area.
Nice. Is your father-in-law going to come sniffing around at all today? You going to see him?
Don't know. I can guarantee he's going to be wearing some kind of Mexican shirt, though.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wore my Mexican dress today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Okay.
I got this from the Mexican market in San Antonio.
Oh, very nice. You look very Mexican today. That's beautiful. You got the
colorful.
earrings, got
Yeah.
everything. Jaybird has got on a poncho.
Yeah.
He's got on a sombrero. It says Jesse Cuervo.
The same hat from last year.
Yeah.
I've had this thing for a while.
Yeah,
This
you
is a
have.
half a decade old, this
That's
hat.
at least.
Dang.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel very, very good.
Yeah, you look great. Look very festive. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, Cinco de Mayo, because I don't know that it is a big day with Mexicans. Oddly enough, gringos love it and have kind of taken it over. But I think it's really kind of interesting because to me, I think it's kind of morphed into a Mexican Heritage Day in America, where you kind of celebrate all things Mexicano, maybe you open your eyes a little bit and you learn a little something. And hey, what's wrong with that, right?
I was in the Mexican market last night because there's one up in Jupiter, and they have all kind of Hispanic stuff. It's not just Mexican, but they got that Venezuelan, Colombian. Like, it's just a mishmash of Hispanic, wonderful food choices.
Yeah.
And I got all kinds of fun stuff. This is the first time in a long time we haven't been out on Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
And I'm going to make a whole feast for my family and do a whole party at home.
Well, we weren't out last year either.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the pandemic.
We haven't been out for 2 years.
2 years.
So you're kind of wrong, but that's okay. Let's celebrate today anyway.
Kind of just in theme with the show.
I think last year I was in a headspace.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Today we're in a better place. Clearly, if you can't see on KBJ TV, there is just a ton of great tequila that is in front of me. I got Don Julio here. I've got Puro Agave. I mean, my goodness, just bottles of festive stuff all over the place. Some Pica Mas, Salsa Brava hot sauce. Salsa picante.
Yeah, I brought in all the ingredients to make you a Quito Gringo Burrito Bowl.
Oh, fantastico.
Oh, you definitely found that
I
yesterday.
did.
You were so happy it rhymed.
Quito Gringo Burrito Bowl.
Yes. That's good stuff.
The Quito burrito.
Quito Burrito.
So it's going to be a very festive, fun day. A little Cinco de Mayo action here on the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner has put out the first of the many political ads I'm sure we are going to be able to check out to see what Caitlyn's plan, agenda, all that good stuff is. Here's a little bit of what Caitlyn Jenner's first political ad sounds like.
California needs a disruptor, a compassionate disruptor. I came here with a dream 48 years ago to be the greatest athlete in the world. Now I enter a different kind of race, arguably my most important one yet, to save California.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Interesting.
50 Cent has apparently left New York for Texas.
What?
Yes. It's all about taxes. It's all about the lockdowns. It's all about just a lot of people went from California to Texas. I know that. And a lot of people went from New York to Florida, but I haven't seen a lot of people go from New York to Texas. Good for him. You know, shake it up.
Right.
He's very excited. He was posting about it. Him on his Instagram that he now lives in Houston.
Oh, wow. Okay. Went to Houston.
Houston.
There's parts of Texas that are beautiful.
Absolutely.
Out in the little farm area. I like it.
Yeah. Thank you. And finally here, Will Smith is doing something that I think you're going to love, Kevin. A whole docuseries about getting in the best shape of his life.
Okay.
It's going to follow him as he attempts to improve everything, not just physical fitness, agility, power, recovery.
Okay.
All of it.
That is
and
cool.
He's going to bring all these pro athletes and scientists and experts along with him. And so he's going to have the best people showing him the best way to get fit. I knew that'd be something you'd be into.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, he put a picture on social media promoting it, and he's got a gut and said, "I love my body, but I want to start feeling healthy again." And he is going to get so ripped.
I mean, it's brilliant. This is what you do. You get gross and fat, and you get a deal with YouTube for your unscripted 6-part series, and then you get in the best shape of your life, and you get paid for it.
Okay, will he do the hormone stuff, any kind of steroid? And if he does, I'm cool with it. Just say you're doing it.
Yeah, I have no idea. The one thing that I hope that he does with this, I hope it's stuff that everybody can do and afford, because look, I've seen this, we know this, in South Florida, there's a lot of stuff you can do to look a lot better. A lot of it's not very cheap. So what is the stuff that just a common person can learn with things to easily and affordably change your diet, change how you sleep, how you exercise, things like that, so that you don't have to have Will Smith money to look like Will Smith?
Well, keep an eye out for it. It's going to be on YouTube Originals, and it's called Bad Boys for Life, or Live. Oh, it might be a misspelling. I think it's probably Bad Boys for Life. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Que tienes en mente, Jay Bird? What you got on your mind today?
Well, this is just an action-packed Wednesday, let me tell
it
you.
is.
We've got our Weird and Whatever podcast. I always like to tease what we're going to be talking about later on in the evening, which will be on our KVJ YouTube page at 6 p.m. live. Some of the things we're talking about, someone wants to know, they're talking about how their child says there's a dead body buried in their backyard. We're going to delve into that.
Creepy.
Okay.
What's all that about? My dad swears he shot a werewolf.
Okay.
Somebody wrote in, not Randy.
Somebody wrote
Okay.
in. That is not my dad, Randy. Someone's having trouble with her husband. I'm losing my husband to a robot.
Oh, my.
To a robot?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is it one of them dirty robots?
It's
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it, but
you should tune in, Kev.
I feel like it might be.
My boyfriend said he cheated with me with a ghost, on me with a ghost, and then are we ignoring signs and messages in our lives? We're going to delve into all of that tonight live at 6 p.m.
Okay, that's a lot of good
Wow,
stuff here
that
on your
is.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we drinking on today's show? Just out of curiosity.
We do have lots of tequila.
Well, I only ask because I'm surrounded by tequila.
Oh, yeah. Virginia definitely took care of.
I hit the
that
liquor
need.
store and I wanted to get what we've been talking about, which is like an assortment of different tequilas so we could try them all and compare. Taste and compare.
Okay, all right. So the Weird Whatever podcast may or may not happen tonight.
So scratch everything I just said. It's not guaranteed.
You might be too drunk.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, what you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, on my cabeza, I've got a little Mexican treat for you. I made you a keto burrito bowl.
Keto burrito, okay.
It's for gringos.
Oh,
Could you eat right now, or is it too?
Yeah, I mean, I don't, I wouldn't typically eat, like, plow down another meal, because, yeah, I just did one not long ago, but
You
I
can
would
take a
definitely try
bite
it.
and take it home.
Absolutely.
This thing, it looks really good.
It smells amazing. I can only tell you what it smells like. Oh, you go look at it.
little appetizer.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Might be hot. Be careful.
Okay, yeah. That's nice.
I know people always
Got some
love.
aguacate in here.
People always love when we eat on the radio.
I'm so excited to be like cooking at home and being able to have a fun,
Well, that's
like
very good.
little Mexican celebration. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, that's very tasty.
that is keto friendly. And then that watermelon has this spicy stuff I put on it. It's called spicy powder. I got this in San Antonio.
Okay.
And you put it on watermelon.
Yeah.
It
I've
makes
heard that
watermelon amazing. Bird, you want to get in it?
I do not want to get in it.
I made you a real gringo dish, Mexican rice and taquitos.
I love it. I'm in.
I warmed them up this morning so they're nice and piping hot.
I appreciate it.
Oh, that's all so good. It's all so good.
Good, right?
Yeah, oh,
It's
absolutely.
fun. I'm excited getting into Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, that's one of the funnest things. Last night, we posted up on the KVJ Show Facebook page, where do you go to get really good, true, authentic Mexican food? So if you don't have a lot of time, you just want to pop off and get something good to eat, where's the places that you would say? Because that is the one thing I know, having married into a Mexican family and having a father-in-law that's 100% Mexican, is that, yeah, there's a different, so much Mexican food is Americanized.
Right.
That they'd be like, nah, we aren't doing that. If I got an email, somebody like, hey, flour tortillas, that's right away. You can pretty much tell. We don't really, we're not down with that. You go corn if you're true authentic.
I love a flour one though. The flour ones are so tasty.
You're great. That's why you're gringo, man. That's how you know you're gringo to the
You've
core,
been
baby.
gringonized.
I have been.
Yeah. So we put up a list, and Denny's going to come up with a poll for that. So we're going to come up with great places, and they're all the way from Miami up through the Treasure Coast. So you can hopefully go find a cool little place, here for Cinco de Mayo.
Do a little crawl. Go to a few of them. Just hit up Lake Worth. And you've got like 5 different spots in one little block.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, Lake Worth seems to have the highest concentration. There's a couple food trucks there to check out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'll find something that's going to be relatively close to you.
Look, I just love a day to celebrate. Every day should be a celebration, but let's really celebrate.
It's
Really?
fun. It's
Yeah.
fun to have a little holiday and have food around it.
Yeah, I think it's always good to have,
Well,
something going on.
I think that's why every day we come in here with, it's National
Pizza
Yeah,
Day.
there's a holiday every day now. I think people just like to celebrate.
Yeah. What I got on my mind is I was trying to kick around what we're going to do for Mother's Day. We always do something with the family, and my son is going to be home from
Oh.
Atlanta, so we got
Nice.
everybody together. So trying to figure out what we might want to do. We've done a variety of different things. For Mother's Day in the past, where do you go? What is a great place that is awesome for Mother's Day? So if you got any good suggestions, we're trying some stuff. I had not been out at Rybovich yet. They typically do yachts there, but they also have got some dining, and it's right on the water.
Yeah, Rybovich, that place throws down because all the yachties that work on the fancy boats,
Yeah.
that's where they go to party.
Okay.
And they have great prices on drinks and food.
They do $5 Bloody Mary and mimosas.
Yeah.
I saw for $5 on that. I'm like, that's kind of cool. That says a nice little brunch brunch thing.
That's what you call people who have a yacht, yachties?
Yeah.
That is annoying.
Well, no. The people that work on the yacht are yachties. The people that own the boat are not yachties.
They are rich.
They are rich and they own you.
So, we're kind of trying to think of some places. It's something else that we can throw out that we'll talk later in the week is really good places to go for Mother's Day that maybe you hadn't considered. So if you got anything there, I'm trying to put together my list right now for this 877-979-WRMF. You can text us here at the KVJ Show. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, this is kind of spurred on from something we were talking about yesterday on the After the Show podcast. It was an email from somebody saying, hey, I have an interesting story maybe you want to interview me about. And it was about one of the relatives that right before they passed, they were talking to other family members that they were seeing in the room. And from some of the response we got, it may not be such a unique phenomenon. In fact, there's something out there called the Jesus taxi. What exactly is the Jesus taxi? Something I've never heard of, but it's kind of fascinating. Next.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
The Jesus taxi. What is that? Apparently, if you work in intensive care in a hospital, you might know, and it's a term that Virginia's sister was telling her that they have in the unit she works in New Orleans. And it fits into something that we were talking about yesterday on the After the Show podcast. We're doing this thing where we're like, okay, why would we want to interview you? We've been getting some fascinating emails about real life stories that people have. And somebody was telling us a story about how one of their loved ones was naming off all these people in the family and talking to them like they were in the room right before they passed. And the only people that were there were their 2 adult children. They just thought it was really kind of weird. But then we got a lot of other emails and people were responding saying that's not that odd of a phenomenon. A lot of people report that. And there's a term that actually kind of goes with it that's called the Jesus taxi that your sister is telling you about, Virginia.
Yeah.
So what exactly is a Jesus taxi?
So the person who is getting ready to pass away, they're in the ICU and the nurses see them in there like waving, like they're hailing a taxi, and they're calling out names of people that have already passed away, friends, family, and it's like they're getting ready to jump in this Jesus taxi and head to heaven.
It's crazy that Aunt Ann did that. She was doing the thing with her arms.
Yeah.
And it looked like exactly what you're saying, hailing a cab. It's crazy.
It's crazy, right? Because it's like they're coming from off in the distance and you see them and you're like, hey, I'm over here. Come get me.
Yeah,
it's wild.
I've got personal stories from my family that they claim to have seen somebody as they were dying. I mean, there's reports of that.
But that's so peaceful and awesome. If that's the way it goes down, I love that.
That's definitely better than, oh my gosh, no. You know what I mean? It's better than that.
Yeah, like if you see the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I don't want to
the devil himself.
Oh, no.
Somebody said we call it the JC Express where I work.
Okay.
Now, I assume that hopefully this transcends just one religious denomination, that it goes all across the board.
Can it be the Buddha taxi?
Right. Yes. Hopefully that does happen, but it's kind of interesting the names that they have with it. So the Jesus taxi, the Jesus Express, something that people say. Maybe you've got a name for it as well, but an interesting phenomenon that is comforting. And who knows, and we won't until we go ourselves, whether it's real or there's something to it or not.
Well, you heard that one story, and I can't, was it fiction or was it, fact or fiction here? Patrick Swayze on his deathbed, as he was dying, the last thing he was saying was, I'm going home. Kind of like this magical... Was that real?
And then he said, don't put me in the corner.
It just seems peaceful, like he was going up, transcending.
You hope it's peaceful.
I'm going home.
I mean, it's the great unknown that none of us have any kind of idea what's on the other side. So it's kind of scary and horrifying. And just the thought that you're going to have loved ones and maybe like your grandma that you used to cuddle up on is going to be there to guide you into the light. I mean, that's awesome.
It is nice. It is comforting for that. So hopefully there's something to it. We can all hope. Jesus taxi. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, a word I hadn't heard until this week, and now I see it everywhere.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
I'm a dad, so I don't get up on this stuff when it first happens. I not even heard the term chuggy until this week, and now I see it everywhere.
Chuggy. I haven't heard this yet.
Chuggy, spelled Cheugy, chuggy. It is the opposite of trendy, so you don't want to be chuggy. You don't want to be doing something that's chuggy. It's bad. Chuggy is bad. So if you hear like your little snot-nosed kid talking about you being chuggy, it's not a good thing. They're trying to be like you got dad style.
You're lame. You're out of touch.
Yeah, that's it. So chuggy, not a good thing. So parents imprint that into your minds. Not something that's flattering.
If you're a chuggy boomer, you're really out of touch.
That's it. So they say stylish in middle school and high school, but no longer in style. That's basically what chuggy was, something that is past its time. We don't do that anymore. That's chuggy. It's used when somebody still follows one of these out-of-date trends like fashion, habits on social media, slang. Slang can be chuggy.
That's totally radical.
Yeah. Chuggy. So BuzzFeed put together where things stand. Chuggy, not chuggy, according to the poll that they've done with their young, hip readers and viewers. Ugg boots, 60% chuggy. Apparently that's in the majority of not cool. Done. Chevron print. I had asked Virginia what that even was. I don't even know.
What's chevron print?
It's like a font.
Okay.
And that's chuggy?
I guess so.
70% chuggy. 70% chuggy.
So the font is chuggy? I gotta worry about my fonts?
I gotta go look up what that font looks like.
I probably like it. It sounds like I like it.
You know what? It kind of looks like, and I'll give you a really out-of-date chuggy term to describe it. You know how like Charlie Brown had that line across his shirt?
Yes.
Imagine a whole bunch of those together. That's what it
Okay.
says chevron print is. Okay. So that's chuggy. You know what? I didn't even know that was ever a thing. So, all right. Cargo shorts, 68% chuggy.
Well, then, you know what? Let me die chuggy. I'm okay with it. I like cargo shorts.
They're comfortable. You're almost 50.
Yeah, I'm not, first of all, I'm not almost 50. You are dancing close to 50. So you need to,
you're shuffling right behind me.
I'm looking upon, but you are. You and V. Ralston.
You're holding my hand. I'm dragging you. You're coming.
You guys were seniors when I was a freshman.
The office merchandise, wearing that, 58% chuggy. 42% said it's not chuggy. Anything that celebrates rosé, 77% chuggy.
And you know what I guess makes me so chuggy is I don't get why some of this is chuggy.
There are lots of items, clothing, apparel, bags, jewelry that celebrates rosé, and the thing is rosé all day.
Okay, so it's really
soccer moms that like to brag
Yes.
about it. We got Karanka Calvin on Wednesday nights for soccer mom night.
You'll see lots of mom tumblers with rosé all day.
That's a really high rating, 77% chuggy, and the only thing that has beat it on the chuggy scale is any kind of live, laugh, love decor, which they say is 89% chuggy.
Live, laugh, love is nauseating, yes, but it's everywhere, Kevin.
If you go to TJ Maxx, you will be able to find a picture of that there. If you go to Home Goods, you will be able to find that there.
The opposite of trendy is chuggy. So other things like styles, skinny jeans, only 14% chuggy. Okay. I had heard they were over, but apparently they're only 14% chuggy. Anything that relates to hashtag girl boss, 77% chuggy. Girl boss is over.
What does that mean?
Girl boss, hashtag girl boss. That means I get stuff done. I'm a power player and I have boobs.
I just rule the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Girls,
it.
we run the
That's
world.
chuggy.
All right.
Side parts, not chuggy, 17% on the chuggy scale. And boat shoes, it's a flip of the coin, 50-50 on that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stuff where all these people are writing articles and they're making it a thing about the side part for women. Okay, ladies, side part, is it in fashion or out of? And there's this fake fight about people really thinking they care about the side part. And who gives a crap?
Nobody who has anything going on with their
The
life.
side part looks great on some people.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
And so does a rosé all day t-shirt. If you
Yeah.
want to rock it, you rock it.
Rock that.
If you got live, laugh, love in your kitchen and it makes you happy and then you go out and live, laugh, and love, F everybody else.
But I guess I just don't get the whole debate about the side part. People are trying to make it a thing.
They're trying to make it uncool and say like, oh, side parts, that's for your mom. You know, if you're young and hip, you part down the middle.
Get it. They did the down the middle in olden times.
Yeah, there's just got to be a time in your life where you go, you know what? I don't care if I'm chuggy.
Well, I think part of it's knowing what group you hang out in most.
Sure.
And so you're going to look a different way to a different generation. So a big part of that is knowing in your age group with the people you probably hang out with the most, how does it look? Skinny jeans got the most votes across all generations for being in style. 48% of Gen Z, 54% of millennials, 46% of Gen X, and even 46% of boomers like, yeah, they're in style.
Skinny jeans are very specific. If you can rock them, rock them. I think they look good on everybody if they have a good body. But if you have a big-ass muffin top and you're wearing skinny jeans, you may want to switch it up.
I don't know. I hear the Humpty Dumpty look is not chuggy. It's coming back.
Okay.
I'm bringing the Humpty Dumpty look back, which I'm excited for.
And talking about parting your hair down the middle, Gen Z and millennials both think that parting your hair to the middle and even to the side are both in style. Gen X and boomers disagree. They say that 36% of both Gen Z and millennials say 90s bucket hats are in. Only 15% of Gen X and 9% of boomers agree. What's a 90s bucket hat?
It's kind of like, didn't Fred Durst wear them? So I think I have one.
Oh, like a Kangol?
It's kind of like, I don't have it. I had my pizza one in my pocket earlier.
Is it over there?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Is that a bucket hat?
I think this is a bucket hat. But then again...
Wait, is he out of fashion or in fashion?
I can't tell. That's bucket, right?
Oh, I don't know. I was asking you.
I mean, I don't know, dog. I'm very chuggy.
Yeah, I would say that's, from what I'm looking at, it was like what LL Cool J, if you're old enough to know when he first got going and he was doing I'm Bad and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's I would say it's a bucket hat.
I love my pizza. I got this from New York. I'm bragging a little bit. All right.
It's fancy.
Hello? You need to shut the...
Look, nothing's as cool as your Jesse Cuervo hat.
Lowest rated across all generations was fanny packs. 29% Gen Z, 33% millennials, Gen X and boomers even scored lower than that. So fanny packs apparently are chuggy.
I've seen some some crazy fun people though, like on TikTok with roller skates and a fanny pack, and it works. So I think it's all about whatever your look is.
It's all silly. Come on.
You can cultivate it and have fun and look amazing, but let's stop caring.
People respect somebody that doesn't give a crap. You know what I mean?
And it comes with age, too. When you're young, you care about what's chuggy. Mm-hmm. When you're old, you're like, screw it.
That's just it. That's why they find that people who are 46 and 47, they're comfortable in their own skin because they stopped caring.
Yes.
I'll wear anything that's chuggy and I don't care.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
You've been dating a guy for 8 months. He's been amazing and gets along great with your 12-year-old son. And he's even been helping him with his homework. And it seemed like it was a great thing until yesterday when my son gets in trouble for cheating on an exam. He had a cheat sheet on him that apparently my boyfriend helped him make.
Oh.
And he told my son there's nothing wrong with getting with cheating. It's just don't get caught.
Oh, jeez.
That's not good.
So obviously I get very mad at my boyfriend. He says he's sorry and he's never going to do anything like this again. He claims that my son misinterpreted what he was trying to teach him. Okay, don't know how. My boyfriend won't stop apologizing, but should I forgive him for this? My son really likes him. He's always been a great boyfriend, and this is by far the biggest mistake he's ever made. It's a big mistake. It definitely is. I don't know how you misinterpret.
Well,
I'm making you a cheat sheet. Don't get caught.
We call that backpedaling, Kevin.
It's a massive character issue, and your son's going to take a lot of traits of this guy. Now, I can't speak for the total volume of this dude. It is obviously a very bad decision, and you got to weigh, I guess, the totality of it. It's a massive strike. But if he's not shown other character flaws in this is a decision you got to make, I would think.
This is going to require all of you sitting down and talking about it. And you got to get this dude on the same page with you and have him just fall on the sword and say, you know what? I'm so sorry. I gave you bad advice.
Yeah.
Your mother is right.
So if he does all that, it's not a deal breaker for you. If he falls on the sword and he's been great in every other avenue, you think you can forgive this?
I think so.
I think there is something, too, that you can model because you are human. Everyone is going to make mistakes.
Sure.
And if you can model, I understand I am still learning. I instructed you something wrong. I'm apologizing. I'm doing what you should do when you mess up in life. You know, maybe if you could demonstrate that to the 12-year-old, that might buy him some grace back in.
But if you are his girlfriend and he really said the thing, well, you know, it's okay to cheat, just don't get caught. Well, how far does that go? Is that with you being boyfriend, girlfriend? Is that just on math test?
Yeah. It's a massive red flag. It takes you right to the edge. Like I said, you've got to judge the totality. It sounds like those last couple lines, you talk about this is by far the worst thing he's done. He's a great boyfriend. That you're telling me that this was just uncharacteristic of him to do this, and you're shocked by it. And you do recognize how bad it is. And he needs to understand how bad it is.
And that's good. You know, if he's never done anything like this, if this is kind of out of character and out of left field and you're shocked by it, people do make mistakes.
Well, of course they do.
But you got to talk about this with your son.
Someone just texted me and said, man, the kid blew it. He totally didn't follow the advice.
The kid blew it.
He got caught.
The kid blew it by getting caught while cheating on the exam. Yes, the kid is the weak link in this family.
He didn't follow through with the plan. He clearly said, don't get caught.
Clearly, you know, you can't trust the kid.
Well,
and two, I mean, the kid needs to never underestimate the teacher's skill level. If you've got a teacher that has hawk eyes, you can't have a cheat sheet.
There are some teachers that have hawk eyes, and then there are some teachers that, I swear to you, they don't even know cheating exists.
They're magooing it.
They are so magooing it.
Okay, is this a makeup or a breakup for you? It says, all my boyfriend listens to is jazz, and he's kind of a snob about it. I prefer pop. My boyfriend always rips on my music and says it's all manufactured garbage and lacks real talent and heart. His comments are annoying, but on Saturday they crossed a line. We were having some friends over for dinner, and after the meal and a few bottles of wine, my girlfriend asked if we could finally change the terrible music and put on something that people actually know. Well, my boyfriend responds, you know, jazz is for intelligent people. I understand why you don't like it.
Oh, no. Shots fired.
Well, my friend is lippy, and this escalated quickly. My boyfriend now, after this big blow-up, refuses to apologize and says my friend insulted him first by dragging jazz. I was thoroughly embarrassed by my boyfriend, and now my two closest girlfriends hate him. He's great in bed and all that jazz, pun intended, but his musical tastes are wearing on me. Is this a legit reason to dump someone?
He sounds like a jazz hole. I don't know if I like this guy. He sounds too... I like jazz, and if you don't like jazz, you're below me. He's annoying.
He is kind of annoying. And look, if you're home together a lot and then this is all he wants to listen to, it's going to drive you batty.
The other thing, too, make sure you're not playing music for yourself at a party. Sometimes people will play what they want to hear as the host, and that's not always the best move.
You're right. You got to play to the crowd.
You got to play to the crowd.
Well, you got to expect that. That's why I agree with you. I always try to figure out what do you want to hear, and I ask that because if I put on my stuff and then they start ripping on it, then you're right. Then you get defensive and angry, and I know most people probably don't like my musical taste.
And jazz is great for the beginning of a dinner party, sure. But after 3 bottles of wine and everybody starts kicking up the heels a little bit and they're getting a little buzz, jazz is not the right groove. Your boyfriend's a douche.
Well, I just know if I throw a party, the music I would want to play is not the right kind of music that everyone wants to hear.
Oh my gosh. I came to his house to pregame before the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
He was listening to the most lame folk music of like people that like sit around the fire like
bunch of old dirty hippies
like that are like 90.
Yeah.
You just said like 19 times while you were ripping on me. Like folk this like. Sit down, like, mind your own biz.
Your music sucks.
Whatever. It's got a heart. It makes you think.
Pick it up, Pennington.
It makes you think.
I'm trying to get a party started over here. I'm not trying to jump off a bridge.
Whatever, man. It's got a heart.
And this makeup or breakup said, I met this guy online and I had about 2 months of conversations with him before meeting in person. Our relationship has escalated quickly to the point where we are talking more intimately about family. He revealed to me that his parents are Pentecostal Christians, which didn't mean much to me until he got more into it. He says his mom can speak in tongues, which I guess is some kind of gibberish that they believe to be a celestial language. His dad supposedly has the gift of healing and prophecy and says that he has envisioned us getting married. The guy that I'm dating is amazing, but all this stuff is kind of freaking me out. My boyfriend said to basically just ignore it, but I'm worried that I'm going to wind up in some kind of cult-like situation. Should I get out now, or could I be walking away from one of the best I've ever been with because his parents' religious beliefs scare me?
I think your boyfriend's giving you good advice. Ignore it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you guys live with your parents. Do you live with your parents? It sounds like you're older.
Sounds like he's creating space, and that's going to happen. You're going to wind up with great people that may have interesting parents.
Yeah, as long as he's not being cult-like,
right?
You can't crucify him for your family.
And if you only have to see them, I don't know, maybe max once a month. I mean, I think you can deal with that.
I mean, especially if you're only that kind of sounds fun to watch from afar. If you don't have to delve deep into that,
yeah, it could be fascinating. See how they do.
And all kind of stuff. I kind of want to see.
They're not going to suck you into a cult.
No.
There's a lot of religions that actually speak in tongues, and it's not like they're trying to pull you into some David Koresh thing.
I would love to get a couple pops in me, sit back and watch some celestial tongue stuff going on.
Yeah,
Speaking in tongues.
It's fascinating stuff.
That's great. It's great.
You need to get some tongue.
Why don't you mind your own?
And what about this? A makeup or breakup here where she makes him change his outfits if she doesn't like him before they go out. You know, apparently she'll tell him, like, you need to change and we'll get into a fight. And the other night, my family's over and we all decided to go to dinner. And I was going to wear the same thing I wore to work. It was a white T-shirt, blue jeans. It looked fine, I thought. In front of my family, my girlfriend demands that I change my outfit before we go out. She said, no, that's not working. I refuse to do it. And then another fight breaks out. And my family feels like she's now too controlling over me. She's a great girlfriend every other way, but this is just her hang up and it's driving me crazy and I'm having a tough time with it. Would this be a deal breaker to you?
Oh my, this is such a deal breaker. Wallace Pennington is so out.
I don't know. I mean, they're going out to dinner, a white T-shirt and blue jeans.
I've seen Virginia make Panda change, and I'm like, damn.
So you and Virginia wouldn't work out, you're saying?
Oh my gosh, it would be the worst relationship of all time.
Look,
romantically, we're talking.
For many reasons, it'd be bad.
It's so many.
Hot dumpster fire. But I think with this, maybe they were going to a nicer place and she knew a white T-shirt and blue jeans just wasn't dressy enough. That's the problem that I have. That's the only problem that I have with Panda. Sometimes he's a little bit too underdressed for a nice place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she thinks she's helping you out and saying, look, I care about how you look.
No.
Well, you're a reflection of me.
I would never tell someone how to dress ever in a billion years. I think it's so out of line.
It's clearly a hang up for him, and he really doesn't like it. And
it sucks that it happened in front of his family.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're not going to like that either.
You're not getting this. How this is supposed. You don't embarrass and call me out in front of the family, especially telling me I got to change. Oh, hell no.
It's interesting because I guess it depends upon how you're set, and I think you need to be with somebody who, if they are fashion accountable, then you probably are going to work out better. Michael said, yeah, maybe don't dress like a slob. So if how you look and presentation is important to somebody, it could be a deal breaker, and it probably is in this case.
Yeah, but Michael's wrong a lot in the chat room. So,
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You're just mad because he don't agree with you.
I'm just kidding.
I would say
snob.
Get on the same page. Get on the same page. And if you all can't, then yeah, I think it's probably a breakup.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
Having a little bit of fun here today. Virginia's got on her Mexican dress.
Si, senor.
Looking very nice. Jaybird has got on a poncho y sombrero.
Gracias, grande perro.
Okay.
Big dog.
Big dog, okay.
Big dog.
Pero grande.
Perro grande.
Yeah, see. And Denny's has on a hoodie.
Pretty dress regular.
Me and Virginia are on a different level.
Someone did not get the memo.
Yeah, right? Okay, saw this TikTok challenge this kid did. Can you chug a can of sparkling water without burping? That is the challenge.
So the entire thing's got to go down the old gullet, as they
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
All 12 ounces, pretty thing.
And then you can't burp.
I'm not a big burper.
Okay.
As you know, you guys, I've been around you for, 18, 19, how long?
But when you do these kind of chug challenges, you do unleash the beast.
I'm not going to burp.
Not gonna burp.
Guaranteeing victory, my friends.
Okay. He's a good chugger. I know that. But, man, you throw some carbonation like that thing in there,
And it's freezing, too.
it's crisp.
It's tough to chug.
Get that garbage can, Denny's, just in case she blows like a geyser.
You ain't going to have no vomit. You ain't going to have no burping. You're going to have a very peaceful bird.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if Jesse Cuervo can do it.
Boy, that tequila shot's kind of hanging right above the heart right
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesse.
Jesse. Okay.
You got this.
Here
Okay,
we
he's
go.
going
Come on.
back.
Okay.
He's chugging.
Yeah.
He started to chug.
He's
Mild chug.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's the key. It's a mild chug.
It's a
And
mild chug.
That's smarter because when that gas starts hitting his belly, it's going to want to fight and come back up.
Pick it up a little bit.
Okay. It's
Let's
so
see.
cold. He's
Oh.
cringing a bit. He's probably just about done with it in the last little bit. Okay, he's finished it off.
Is it
Denny's,
gone?
Is it gone?
now.
It's gone. Okay. All right. Denny's checking. All right, he knocked down the whole LaCroix.
Can you do it without burping?
Oh, I want to burp so bad.
Oh, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. They're watering.
Oh, my God. I couldn't even hold it. Oh, my God. I think I knocked my camera over. Oh, my God.
That was such a weird bellow.
You burp like the drunk guy on The Simpsons. Your lips
His
move.
lips like Barney. Yeah.
Barney.
Oh, my gosh. That knocked me down a peg.
Oh, yeah, it would. Okay, that's a tough challenge.
Yeah, so you can't.
Yeah. Oh, well, hey, it's all about the fun and the effort, right?
Yeah.
Hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin, two wrongs don't make a right. I mean, take your parents, for example. Oh, and P.S., I tell you to go eat crap, but that would be like cannibalism.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Virginia, you're not pretty enough to be so stupid and annoying. You make so much noise and say nothing. If you don't open your mouth, we won't know how stupid you are.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Jason, if your brains were dynamite, there wouldn't be enough to blow your hat off. I'd love to slap the hell out of your dumb ass, but that would be considered animal abuse.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Denny's, your face looks like a visible fart. Maybe it's your new haircut, but it looks like you're decomposing on some level. The dead look isn't sexy, man.
Whoa.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
Battle of the generations. We got our millennials and our Gen Xers lagging behind Gen Z, who is whooping up on the wins. They got 7-3 only for the millennials and the Gen Xers.
They got more energy.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Suits is making you look bad.
Yeah. He's bringing it.
He's making us all look bad.
Well, you represent the old people.
Well, you represent the really old people.
Okay, so here we have our millennial today, Brittany from Port St. Lucie, who will be partnered up with Denny's. Hello, Brittany.
Hi, KVJ. Hi, Denny.
What's up, Brittany?
Brittany.
And we've also...
I'm ready.
She's ready to go. She sounds like she's a Spitfire. And then we've got representing our Gen Xers, Oh, this is Pretty Patty calling us all the way from Connecticut, checking in.
Patty!
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Patty.
Patty, cheers to you.
Hi, guys. I love you so much. I miss you. I listen every morning here in Connecticut.
Well, this one's for you.
He's doing a tequila shot.
I'm not even joking. I listen to your podcast on the drive home from work, so it's like I'm still there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Our hearts are tickled pink, Patty.
Okay. Bird's really celebrating that Cinco de Mayo. Okay.
Alone.
Get it.
It starts to get depressing.
Get it, Bird. Get it.
Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with our millennials. The first question is going to go to Brittany. If you can get this question right all by yourself, your team gets 2 points. If you got to get Denny's help, you'll get 1. Your first question: what famous band is originally from Sweden? Without a doubt, the most famous band to ever come from Sweden. Talking about doing a reunion. What is the name of that band, Brittany?
ABBA?
You can dance. You can drive.
Yeah, that's
Having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl. Watch that scene. Digging the dancing queen.
Okay.
Friday night in the lights.
Millennials take a quick lead to zip. All right. Next up, we're going to go to our Gen Xers.
Oh, I hope it's another song.
Okay. Could be. All right. Pretty Patty, what is the name of Rihanna's fan base? What do they call themselves? Rihanna's what? What do you think, Pretty Patty?
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not a Rihanna fan. I could do Justin Bieber.
Yeah, okay. Bird?
Reaniacs.
Reaniacs. No.
That's a good name, though.
Yeah. That is a great name, yeah.
Best hype guy.
Rihanna's Navy. They go with
Navy.
the Navy. Yeah.
How did I not get that, Kevin?
Yeah, okay.
Right? How did we not get that? We're dumb.
Okay, well, let's hope you guys can catch up here. All right, Millennials versus Gen X. Millennials with a 2-zip lead. All right, your next question, Brittany. What was the name of the deputy on the Andy Griffith Show?
I'm going to have to ask Denny's on that one.
Denny's.
Is it Barney Fife?
That is correct. Barney Fife.
TV Land.
Yeah.
For the win.
Impressive.
Okay, Millennials now up 3-zip. You really need to get a 2-pointer here, Pretty Patty. All right, Gen X, your next question is, okay, what actors played lovers in the lead roles in the Twilight series?
Oh.
What actors?
For,
Yeah.
I'm not a Twilight fan.
I got this. I got you.
Bird?
It
All right,
is.
I'm passing to Bird.
Yeah, it's Bella.
Actors.
Yes, I'm working it out.
Okay.
Tequila's kicking in, so give him a minute.
Is it Christy Stevenson? Hold on. And Pattinson.
Yeah, sorry, clock ran out.
Stevenson and Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart.
Oh.
That's who we were looking
Got
for.
it, basically, let's be clear.
Do you regret the tequila?
I regret nothing.
Okay, 1 point here from Millennials. We'll wrap it all up today with a very quick smackdown of Gen X. All right, Brittany, get a point here and you win. Who sings the hit song Girls Just Wanna Have Fun?
Cindy
Lauper?
Nice.
That is it, and it's all over, baby. That's fast.
Their questions were so easy.
Yeah,
Well, we're just very impressive.
just luck of the draw there. Unfortunately, Pretty Patty, 5-zip.
Oh, well.
Pappy.
It was fun, and I love
My
it with you
pappy's
guys.
pretty too. All right, well, thank you very much for listening to us there in Connecticut, okay?
Yeah, I'll come home and visit soon.
Okay.
Good.
Please do. And Brittany, enjoy your win here on Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, thank you, KVJ. Thank you, Danny.
Always a pleasure. We love you.
They were great fun.
Gen X now in sole lead of last place, if you call it a lead.
Damn.
Dang.
I
Yeah.
mean, just pathetic.
It's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
it's not good. Can it possibly get better? We've got World Record Wednesday coming up.
Oh,
And
boy.
this one is going to test the birds' Agility.
Balance.
And balance.
Yeah.
Both. Come on, dog.
So agility and balance. 3 tequila shots in. How will he do?
I've only done 2. Don't make me worse than what I
Each
am.
one's a shot and a half.
I've done 3 games.
Let me readjust.
A shot and a half?
Kinda.
Really?
It's about 2 ounces a shot.
Yeah.
Solid shots, an ounce and a half. So, you're working on it. You're getting close to 3.
I'm not good with fractions, but yeah, that roughly rounds up to about 3 shots.
Yeah. Yeah, the Guinness World Record for balancing a guitar on your chin is 60 minutes and 20 seconds.
How long do you think I do, and what's KVJ respectable?
Are you standing when you do this?
You can do it a few different ways. I can stand. I'm gonna do it on the side of the guitar. The belly is gonna be in my face, on my chin. That's how I'm doing it. That you can do it that way.
You can do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very heavy guitar.
Okay. I think if you do it that way, I would say 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah? Doesn't that seem...
What's the record?
60 minutes.
60 minutes? There's no way.
Oh, we know I'm not getting the record. That we agree with. And you don't need it.
No way on 2 minutes, you say, Virginia?
I don't think 2 minutes.
I don't.
Okay.
Let me remind you, he's a few tequilas in.
Oh, I know.
Is 2 minutes considered respectable?
No.
I think it is. 2 minutes?
Yeah, I think you'd be kind of impressed with 2.
Yeah.
Not when the record is 60.
That guy's a machine, though.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You're no machine, huh?
I've been practicing, too.
Oh, he has. You think 2 minutes is doable?
Put me down for 3, Coach.
Wow.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
It's Kevin here from the KVJ Show. You know how much I love my hair from Hair Club, and you can check it out with hundreds of combinations to regrow, replace, and restore your hair. And for a limited time, KVJ listeners get 10% off Hair Club solutions. Go to hairclub.com/KVJ. Hair Club. Love your hair, live your life. This might go fast. Jaber going for the Guinness World Record for the longest time balancing a guitar on your chin. The world record, 60 minutes and 20 seconds that was just set. So let's see how long the bird can do it. I'm putting the KVJ respectable, or at least the over-under, at just 2 minutes here.
I just was talking with my corner man.
Yeah.
My corner guy, Denny's, the
Yeah.
sweet Denny's.
Mm-hmm.
We just found a strategy that might have changed the game.
Oh, really?
Sweet Denny's?
I hate to be disrespectful to Cinco de Mayo, but you may need to remove your sombrero.
Oh, I'm going to. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but mind your own business.
I'm just trying to help you, you sassy little gringo.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
She's so sassy.
All right, well, why don't you remove your chapeau there?
Your pantalones.
Yeah. No, keep those on. Okay. All right. You figured out how you're going to do this here? It's got to be on your chin you're balancing? Okay.
All right.
Okay, so he's got the guitar laying flat across his face, and you say that counts just like that. Denny's is helping him out. Okay. All right, so hold on real quick. As soon as Denny's takes his hands away, I will prepare the clock here, and we'll see if Bird can go for 2 minutes. Okay. You ready to do this?
We're
Okay.
ready.
All right. Denny's, on your mark. Okay, his hands. Yeah, they keep fiddling with it. So far, your mark is a second.
Unimpressive.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, one last chance here to try to get this. Okay, it's got to be on your chin. Your chin, I assume, has to be touching if it says balancing on your chin. It's right on your nose. Okay. Denny's, his hands are away. All right, Denny's, you got to remove your hands fully. Okay,
There you
I'll start
go.
the clock. Start the clock then. Okay, Jay-Bird right now. He's trying to keep his head still, but you can tell he's teetering a little bit. And it is done and down at 7 seconds. Yeah, that was very unimpressive. I didn't think that was going to take very long.
I mean, what a
That
turd.
was just terrible. Yeah, that was not good.
Drink!
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, wow.
The level of disappointment.
Yeah, pre-gaming with a couple of shots of tequila before balancing a guitar on your chin may not have been the best pre-game plan.
Nobody said strategy was my strong suit.
Okay.
Hey, Hey, we had a few laughs.
Yeah, that's
though,
right.
no?
You had a good time.
Isn't
That's
that
what it's all about.
It's not always about greatness. It's about some.
It's never about greatness. What are you going to do? Drown your sorrows in some plantain chips?
I think he is. That's what he's doing.
Oh, and I think I injured myself.
All that.
That's a lot. There's 2 new world records today. A guy in Quebec played an online video game for 44 hours, 44 minutes, and 44 seconds.
Whoa.
He played a keyboard?
No.
Online video game.
Well, he's still helping, huh?
I think I hit my head too.
You want to go home?
No, I'm having such great fun. Do not send me home.
Do we have a concussion protocol?
Yeah, I think we
that we
do.
can put in play? Take him in the tent.
I actually just read that over a third of adults are walking around with a concussion they don't know about.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm definitely in that percentage.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Poster child.
But I think I know about it, though.
You know about it. Yeah, you're not a secret. And then a pair of men in Utah broke a Guinness World Record when one launched a marshmallow from a slingshot and the other caught in his mouth from 225 feet away.
Now that is just our game.
That's amazing.
It was a giant marshmallow. All you need is one of those and a slingshot, and maybe we have World Record Wednesday for next week.
I got a slingshot somewhere.
I can buy marshmallows.
Well, a plan is working out.
Okay. There you
Dang,
go.
that's fun. You okay?
All right?
I don't know.
He hurt himself balancing a guitar on his chin.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, going to discuss, is it disrespectful for a trainer to tell a client, a girl he is training, that she has a banging body when she has a boyfriend? We'll discuss next.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Anything wrong with a trainer telling one of his clients that she has a banging body? She does have a boyfriend too, and the boyfriend is not too thrilled with him saying this to her. Now, some people might say, well, you know, he's referring to a banging body because that's his work in a sense. He takes pride in it because he's helped her achieve that body, and that's just the phrasing that he uses. It's completely innocent. But is it?
I wouldn't like that. I'm old school. You say my girl's got a banging body, I know what you're trying to do. I get you're, I'm giving you compliments because I'm working on your body. There's so many other things you can say other than you got a banging body.
Yeah, you have to keep it professional, and banging body is not professional.
That guy's trying to sleep with her, and he's throwing that out to a lot of his clients to see who responds to it. This guy is, without a doubt, doing some stuff.
Yeah, and a few of them have already responded. He knows it works. So he's just complimenting their body in a way that is a little inappropriate to see if they'll take the bait.
The boyfriend is he's in the right to feel disrespected. This is a disrespectful move.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right. The text that we are getting, one person texted and said, I'm a personal trainer. That is not okay. The only comment I've made to a female client is, you're in good shape. That's professional. That's fine. Saying you have a banging body is not.
Oh, if I was the boyfriend, I'd be like, babe, he's still trying to sleep with you.
Yeah, and if she doesn't see it, she's a dingbat.
And if she defends the trainer,
then she wants to bone him.
And she digs in and doesn't see where the boyfriend's coming from. She wants to, it's not the right person.
I wouldn't like it. I would want her to switch trainers unless she said to her trainer, you know, that's not appropriate and don't say that. And if he continues to say things like that, I would hope that if she cares and respects our relationship, that she would find another trainer.
And there'll be some people that will email you and go, oh, you guys are so insecure. People say things like that. Whatever. That's how people end up sleeping with each other.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that.
Hell no.
Keep it professional.
There is nobody that has contacted us yet that says that what he is saying is fine.
I went through this before. I was dating a girl, and it was so clear.
What was her name?
Let's not get into details. You're always looking for details.
I love details.
Okay, but her name was Lindsay.
Okay.
So Lindsay was with this guy. This guy, he was a really good look, had a great body, and he wanted to sleep with her.
Totally.
They
Yeah.
probably did too.
Everybody slept with Lindsay.
All right, take it easy, Cynic.
I'm just kidding.
You always got to push it too far.
I'm just kidding.
It is challenging, and I get why it happens a lot because you are in Not a lot of clothing sometimes. It typically shows off your body. And I know that with every trainer that I've had in my life, you do develop a friendship and a relationship. And all my trainers have always been guys.
Because your wife would kill
absolutely,
you.
Yeah, she wouldn't even have
Tried to march a female trainer in. That would not go well.
But anytime you have a trainer, because you spend sometimes, 5 days a week, 3 to 5 days a week with them for 30 minutes to an hour, that sometimes you see your trainer almost more than you see anybody else, sometimes even your spouse or partner.
Could you imagine a hot female trainer telling the Kevin Ralston, work it, Kevin, you got a banging body. You got a banging body. Oh, she would be dead and you might be too.
Yeah, it would be, I would shut that down. I'd be like, I would.
Girl wouldn't see Sesta Mayo.
Yeah, no. I'd be like, for your own life, I'm going to find another trainer.
I'm going to spare you because I want you to live.
Right, yes. Well, coming up here in a couple of minutes, I'm always so torn about these stories because I don't want to freak everybody out, but they kind of fascinate me. Do you think I should tell you about the danger that we have here in Florida from what they call bomb trains, or just leave that?
Bomb trains? You know what? If you're going into a segment about crazy things should be feared, what about that missile Virginia was talking about yesterday?
I got that too. So I got a lot of stuff that's really going to freak you out, just to let you know.
It will stay with you.
It will. So bomb trains will as well.
But the good news is when you're all freaked out, you can have a little tequila and celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
I'm going to give you a reason to drink coming up next.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMS.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Oh, yeah. Bomb train. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of get your attention. Florida is scary for many different things. Animals, people, drugs,
lightning, cannibalism.
Yeah, hurricanes. Now we got to worry about bomb trains. They say Florida is one of only 2 states in all of America where liquefied natural gas is transported on trains. Now, in a federal lawsuit, the group Earth Justice warns that a string of those LNG tankers have the same explosive potential as an atomic bomb.
Atomic bomb?
U.S. intelligence is on alert, has been since 9/11 over terrorists weaponizing LNG transports. Now, LNG says they don't like the term bomb train, saying that LNG doesn't burst into flames like diesel fuel. But Martin County Fire Rescue discovered that a gaseous cloud that could be leaked from a 4-inch hole in one rail car could ignite even hundreds of yards from the scene. And apparently fires like this are fires that no fire department can put out.
What?
And apparently it's not really that hard to derail a train, and it is something that terrorists have looked into. So something where you might want to know, that we might want to say, hey, I don't know that I really like the concept of us taking this liquefied natural gas on these trains, especially where houses are nearby.
Dang, that's horrifying.
Yeah, bomb train.
They are doing major rail work all up and down the train, Jupiter to Cuesta, that whole area, because they're getting that Brightline track ready. But it is still very much used by regular trains.
Yeah.
So they've got construction.
Right.
They've got regular trains. Like, it would be so easy to sneak over there with all that action and do something shady.
Something to just know about. Let the public be aware of. All right, well, Jaybird is getting another tequila out. Apparently the stories are starting to worry him, and I'm going to give you a reason to drink, my friend.
I told the chat room, if we get to 75 likes, next shot.
Oh,
see what I'm doing? I'm
yeah.
working and I'm drinking.
Oh, thanks for getting us numbers.
We call this power lunch.
Yeah. What's going to go up faster, likes or your blood alcohol level?
Oh.
Yeah.
Live fast and fade away, isn't that what they say?
No. It's live fast and die young.
Dog, you always got to correct me. Drink!
There you go. Another one down the hatch. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
I wanted to do a tequila tasting, but he drank all the tequila.
Yeah, you can't do that now.
We got plenty. Girl, we do.
Okay.
Well, here's some more stuff for you. Maybe you want to do a shot with the bird. NASA is warning that even a nuclear bomb wouldn't stop a giant asteroid heading for Earth. So that whole Armageddon thing that we saw, don't pay attention to that movie. That's not going to work.
So what would happen if we blew it up? Just remnants of remnants?
Well, they did an exercise to calculate how to blow up an asteroid heading to Europe with a 6-month window, and they said they really couldn't calculate the size in enough time. Wouldn't do enough damage to really knock it off course or anything. So currently right now, the standing for NASA is, yeah, that whole thought's not going to work. So I guess we just got to take it like a man or woman.
Is the asteroid coming this week? When is it on its way?
It's not that they have one, but should we have one, it would just be like, okay.
Would you want to know, or would you just want to be playing with your kids and all of a sudden, boom, we're dead?
Give me a little bit of time, so I probably want a shot or two with you. I'll probably start drinking with you.
Get that tequila.
Oh, I'm going to the other side with a buzz.
Your mom's so proud.
There's a country song that says, I don't want to die sober.
We're listening to that during commercial break, Virginia.
Listen it. You're living it.
Oh, and then there's also that 21-ton discarded Chinese rocket that's heading towards Earth and might hit America.
So this is the story that stayed with me.
Yeah, so the Chinese launched this rocket into space, and part of it they lost control of. It's about 30 meters tall, no big deal. They can't get control of it, so it's just hurling towards Earth, and it's gonna hit.
So at 30 meters tall, according to my... That's what, 3 Empire State Buildings?
It seems a little, a little too high.
That's too high.
Yeah.
Then what?
300 feet, yeah.
300 feet?
Yeah.
You said, well, you didn't say feet, did you?
I said meters, because I'm looking at a European site over here.
I didn't know you were doing European. Okay,
Yeah.
that's big. That's why I didn't get it.
I'm global.
It's big.
I'm global.
If it lands on you, it will kill you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lights out.
But what is that?
Here's your fade fast.
What does that mean? Okay, let's say that landed on my house. How big does the devastation go?
It's probably, you're going to remodel
Total
or move.
annihilation.
You probably move.
My house would be gone, but what about my neighbors?
Neighbor's gone.
My liquor store?
It might not stretch that far.
McDonald's, North Lake Boulevard?
They said it's going to look like a small plane crash.
Yeah, right.
And it's going to be like maybe like a block or 2.
Yeah. So there you go. They say most is expected to burn up in the atmosphere, but some could hit the ground. They just don't know where.
They don't know when, but they said they can tell you a couple of hours before it hits, and they won't know till Saturday. They will know on Saturday, a couple hours before it hits. It could hit a populated area.
Do you feel like if you saw something like that falling on you, you would be able to run and avoid it, or do you think you would run into it? Because that's my fear.
How many tequilas have I had?
I'm thinking I'm dodging it, and then I actually run right under
it. Yeah. Why are you running under it? Boom.
Hey, we should practice some drills.
We should practice running.
Just throw things up in the air and then I have to dodge them.
There's a study out of Japan that found that guys with big noses also tend to be better endowed.
Wow.
In fact, the scientific paper they publish actually uses the term big nose, big hose.
Damn.
Whoa.
And I got that sand, that short ass nose.
You do. You got an infant nose.
I got a little ass nose, man.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. It's all about heart.
You're almost 50 and your nose is 8 months.
Okay, first of all, you gotta stop saying I'm almost 50 because your ass is so much older than me. No. This narrative's not gonna keep going.
All right, on to some good news. Nevada's legal brothels can finally reopen today after being closed for more than a year.
Yay!
You know what? If everyone's into it,
Yeah.
do it.
I love those documentaries on those places like the Bunny Ranch and stuff. It's fascinating. The girlfriend experience is fascinating.
Here's my question. When it comes to that stuff, let's say you have a bunny ranch and it is all on the up and up and they do the STD testing. Let's say Virginia is a woman of the night and I get her services. How do I know she's not infected with the disease? Let's say she was with some guy named Ralph an hour before.
Ralph has scabs on his penis.
Well, even if Ralph, they wrap it up, that's not 100%. How do they govern that to where
they can't govern that? I think if you're with Ralph and then you're with Jason and Ralph gives you something, you can give it to Jason.
You probably have to sign a consent form saying even if there's protection and testing involved, there is a chance you get an STD, right?
I've never been into a legal brothel. I don't know.
There's safeguards like the condom, but there's no sure way to make sure you